people have seen me and they haven't seen me full armory. They haven't, you know, I know I come from a Muay Thai background, but when was the last time you see me throw a right kick or a left kick or, you know, put knees together and that? They're going to see like the complete Darren Till, this fight. They're just going to see everything in 10 weeks, honestly.
You want Wonder Boy next.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not confirmed and he hasn't accepted it yet. But what excites you so much about that fight?
Because he's such a good striker. He's intelligent. He's not like he's not a brawler. It's well thought out, the process of his fighting IQ, and mine's the same. And I know my fighting IQ is higher than his, and I know I can outsmart him and come with the knockout. I don't want to beat him over 5 rounds. I want to knock him out. I want to devastate his life.
Will you walk out to You'll Never Walk Alone?
That is an option. I've seen it before, but just them drums get me, you know, kicking and going. I don't want to split the city up as well. You know, it's such a football city. You got Liverpool and Everton. I don't want to split the city. You know, the Everton fans, if they're going to be there, stand there like, oh, we have to listen to this. Everyone knows me trademarks. Phil Collins in the air and them drums at the Echo Arena. Honestly, it gets me like shivers right now.
And have the UFC working hard to get them into fights?
They said they're trying anyone in the top 10. Like, I know I don't listen. People say that people are scared to stand. I don't think anyone's scared, but I don't know why no one wants to fight. Like, I haven't rejected any fights. You know, people say that they're going to fight off for London. No, many names got put forward, and I just wasn't ready. But for now, like, you know, I've asked for Lawler, Masvidal. You know, I know that they asked him, and he said he wasn't fit enough. We've got 10 weeks, so it's not really an excuse in my eyes. We've got Wonder Boy. I just don't know really, to be honest with you. I don't really care anymore.
Darren, Liverpool is one of the world's great sporting cities. For those people who are outside of the UK, maybe aren't as aware of that, talk to us a bit about that and just what sort of energy and atmosphere is going to be produced by the red and blue half of Liverpool.
I'd say 2 things. If you're not from England, you don't know nothing about Liverpool, buy a ticket and come and see the best spectacle in your life. Like, it's going to top any event. I just know it. I'm just 100% confident when I say it. We're like a fighting city. We're just known for being fighters, tough people. On the docks, you know, years ago, all the Irish, they emigrated to Liverpool. You know, it's just a fighting city, and when you see an opportunity to get behind one of their own, you know, examples, Tony Bellew, the boxer, Darren Till, the MMA fighter now, honestly, mate, it's going to be something to be remembered.
We spoke to you in Dublin. You were very cool, calm and collected. You've been cool, calm and collected all the way through your career. Cowboy Cerrone looked very cool and calm in that fight as well. You showed some emotion on the stage earlier today. You're going to have an incredible atmosphere in the arena in Liverpool. How are you going to cope with that and keep all that inside when you're going to be in there? And what's going to be the biggest fight of your career?
I'm just a special person, mate. I don't say this with any disrespect or any arrogance. I'm humble, but I just know I'm a special person when it comes to fighting. You know, I know I was put on this earth to fight, and I know I can get past any test. You know, people said, you know, I don't want to talk about my last fight, Tony, because I feel like it's been talked about too much. But to talk about it beforehand, it was like the veteran going to beat this young boy, and then after it was like, oh, he's just an old lightweight and that. And people will say what they want, but when people are facing me, they're going to realise that I'm not just like this kid who speaks, who talks shit. Like, I fucking believe what I say, and when I'm coming, I'm not coming to beat. I'm coming with violence. Like, I'm a violent person, so, you know, it's I can just get through anything, and I'm just going to be so prepared. I'm going to take a moment when I'm walking out, you know, to see what my city's going to be like. But when it's in that cage, mate, forget everyone, forget family, forget my daughter, forget everyone. They don't mean anything to me. It's about fighting.
And do you think it can sell out faster than Manchester?
60 seconds. 60 seconds, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the fastest selling events ever.
Darren, a lot of us were, you know, in Dublin in 2014, and it's why we kind of compare Liverpool to perhaps being at a special night like Dublin. Yeah. Where were you when that fight was going on back in 2014?
Brazil changing nappies, I think. So I heard. I don't, you know, I'm not like, I don't watch a lot of UFC events, but I heard, and then I knew that Conor was coming up in the ranks, and that they put him against Brandao. And then I seen the scenes when he finished Brandao, and I thought to myself, of Liverpool, like, I thought, imagine if that could ever happen. And it's been a few years, mate, and last year, the 30th of October 2017, I posted a photo of the Echo on my Instagram, and now a few months down the line, it's happening. I've made this happen. I've worked hard, and I've believed in myself. anyone can doubt me or anything. You know what I mean? They can jump on this hype train that everyone's calling it, or they can jump off it. I could care less. Like, I've done all this, me.
You spoke about your teammate Mike Grundy and your hopes for him to get the call up. You also mentioned CM Punk as well, and you kind of compared, him being in the UFC before someone like Mike Grundy. Kind of elaborate on that and what you think about someone like CM Punk being in the UFC.
I'm not disrespecting him. You've got to have balls to jump in that cage like that. That is something you've got to have, and he has got them. And it's no disrespect, but it's just this fake side of like MMA. It's like, it's all about money, and it's all about it's about money and this and that. And Floyd Mayweather coming to MMA. I just couldn't give a shit about all that. Like, and then I see a guy like Mike Grundy who's 5, 6, 7 years older than me, struggling to pay rent. He's got 3 kids. He's just had another baby. He's dedicated to what he does. He travels 40 minutes in the morning, 40 minutes in the night, just to train with me. He's 2 weights lighter than me, just to get punched. Just the shot. That's all he deserves. It doesn't matter if he gets into the UFC and gets 3 defeats. I couldn't care. Obviously I do, but he deserves the shot more than a lot of other people. For an example, CM Punk. CM Punk's sitting in a mansion somewhere with millions of pounds or millions of dollars. Michael Grundy hasn't got a £10 in his pocket. So I don't understand. That's why I hate that side. That's why I'll never ever do it for money. I couldn't give a fuck about the money. I love the nice things in life, but if you took all that away, it'd still be the same goal, legacy.
Darren, there's people, you've been talking about, being frustrated that you haven't got a fight in so long. Does this not make it even harder? The fact that they're going to have to come to Liverpool and fight you? That makes it even more intimidating for a guy who wants to fight, You know
what, mate? Fighters aren't scared. There's always this talk. He's scared of himself. If you're a fighter, you're not scared of anyone, in my eyes. And if it was me, I'd want to go and take the thunder from someone. If I was fighting a guy in his hometown, I want to go and take his thunder and beat him. So there's going to be a lot of guys to step up and say, I'm going to go and beat Darren Till. I don't believe anyone can beat me. There's the guy out there to beat me. Come and beat me and show me my weaknesses so I can go and work on them. I'll accept them like a man. But right now, where's my fight? Wonderboy, he keeps on saying this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm 16-0. I beat everyone in Brazil. I was number 1 in Brazil, and I've just come in the UFC and beat everyone. It doesn't matter what. If you say I've gone the distance, no one has beat me yet. So until then, it doesn't matter what Wonderboy says. I need to prove myself against other people. Give me my shot and let me prove myself then.
Is there any chance the Champions League final the night before, if Liverpool got in? What would happen then? Would everybody would it ruin the event that everyone would?
I just think there'd be more. I don't know. You see, this is what I mean. Like Liverpool people, they're scary. They're unpredictable. So I think it'd be a great buzz in the city. Also, in my eyes, the hero, the legend from Liverpool, Steven Gerrard, and I want to be that in fighting, combat sports. There's a lot of boxers there, obviously, but it's just this can't be put into words how I'm feeling.
Darren, what does the roadmap to the title look like for you? Obviously, you get a big win in Liverpool. That's going to catapult you right up there. How long, how quickly, how many more opponents?
I will be champion. I know I will be champion. That belt will be mine. But I'm not going to sit here and disrespect anyone who's worked hard enough to get into, a spot, a chance at the title or the champion. Sometimes I get tweets, people saying you need to just fight for the title. No, you've got to earn that right. And I would never sit here and disrespect the champion like that. He's worked hard all his life to get there. So, if I beat Wonderboy in Liverpool, I'm still not going to get on that mic and ask for that title. It's proper unlikely because I want to prove that I'm the best. I don't want to do a Colby Covington and just beat a few guys and then get to the title and then, because he knows he's not good enough. I don't want to do that. I want to beat them all and then sit there with the title thinking, who can beat me? I don't want a fast road to the title. That's not my mentality. I want to prove I am the best. And along the way, if I get beat, fucking so what?
You're eyeing a fight with Wonderboy. Wonderboy's literally just done an interview with BJPen.com and he said that his hand still isn't healed and he doesn't know if it will be healed in time. Who's the number 2 on your list if that fight?
I don't know. We've all got injuries. You know what I mean? Like I fought in the Cowboy fight with a torn ACL. We've all got injuries. So I don't, my hands are quite broken at the moment. But I've just said Masvidal. I asked for him, and he said he was up for it. And then he said, he might be a bit unfit. I understand. He's a guy. He wouldn't give 2 shits about coming to my hometown to try and beat me. and he's not a guy who's going to come and, you know, quiver away. He's going to try and take my head off as I am going to do to him. So I've said Masvidal now.
It's safe to say you want to be as active as possible this year.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like fighting a lot. But the one thing that I do know, this is with my coach, is, you know, he wants me to always be at perfection, 100%. So when the London card got announced and everyone was saying Darren Till for the main event, I said to my coach, listen, I'm okay, I can do this. And he was like, you've got 5 weeks, you're not ready, you're a fat piece of shit, you've been eating this, that, the other. So I said, okay, coach, you know, he's not just a coach to me. I said, fine. So, you know, I want to fight 3 times this year, 4 if I can, if I'm fit all the time. I just want to fight. The title will come. I want to be the best.
Darren, since you're getting such a big prospect now, like such a big event in Liverpool for this, and it's not for a title, due to your links in Brazil, in a weird situation where maybe Dos Anjos does become the champion, what would you like to think about fighting him for that title in Brazil, as a guy who forged his whole professional career there?
Yeah, obviously the Brazilian people have took me in as one of their own. You know, I stayed there for 4 years. I made a big name there. You know, I can speak the language. I've got a Brazilian daughter. You know, everyone knows. I don't believe Dos Anjos can beat Woodley to get the title. I don't believe that. But if possible, yeah, like, you know, it'd just be as big as Liverpool.
This is going to be huge for you. And like similar to what happened with Conor in Dublin, people assume that his scale would end up in him fighting for a title in Croke Park. Is it realistic that you could fight for a title in Anfield?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm sitting here now and the UFC is coming to Liverpool. They were meant to come 10 years ago when I was 10 or something. They were meant to come. I was 15, you know, for Terry. And they never came, and I'm sitting here now and they're coming. They're not coming for anything else, they're coming for me. You know, without sounding arrogant, they're coming for me. That is why Dana White has, you know, has asked for this and I've asked for it. And anything's possible. Anfield, 56,000 people. And I know, do you know what, confidently again, I can sell it out. You know I could. That wouldn't even be a worry.
How much of an inspiration how much of an inspiration have the previous generation of Liverpool fighters, Terry Etienne, Paul Sass, how inspirational have they been to you as you've gone on in your career?
Well, I came into Team Carbon when at that point it was the best gym in Europe, considered. They had 6 UFC fighters, they had Terry, they had the Paul Sasses, Paul Kellys, you know, and I just came in and I was a piece of meat. You know, they tried to break this young 17-year-old kid, and I was like, yeah, you're not going to break me, I'm going to be the top dog in here soon. And you know, I looked up to them every day, getting special tuition from Colin, and I was like, one day I will get that. You know, at the time I was on tag, I could only train them all. I was on a tag from the police 6 months, and I could only train them all, and I was like, one day you're going to see, one day. And you know, now it's not even, I'm not fighting in the UFC, it's coming to my hometown.
Have you spoken to Dana about this yet? What did he say about UFC?
I messaged Dana and he spoke to me. He was meant to like call me and that, but I was speaking to Mark before, and Mark just said like he's just over the moon. That's what he wants at that event there. You know what I mean? Like Terry was one of Dana's favourites. You know what I mean? Like he loved Terry's style, and you know I hope Dana likes the way I fight and whatever. And he's buzzing, and I'm buzzing, mate. No matter what happens from here, I've made history in my hometown. Doesn't matter what anything. You know, as I say, when I'm dead and gone, and I've got kids and grandchildren, and their mates are going to say, oh, your dad was Darren Till, or you? And yeah, he made history at the Echo Arena.
Darren, you say that you know, you left Liverpool to go to Brazil. We all know the story. So is it a little bit surreal that it is you that is bringing the UFC to Liverpool, given your history with, you know, leaving and coming back?
Yeah, I've never fought professionally MMA in Liverpool, so yeah, like I've left. You know, I was like this 17-year-old, talented, you know, I used to work hard kid who got into trouble. You know, I ended up in the hospital. Everyone knows the story. I ended up in the hospital and nearly died, getting stabbed. And now to come back and the whole focus just be on me. Like, no one's going to be thinking about my opponent. The eyes are on me, you know, saying it humbly and without sounding arrogant. You know, that is my event, that is my moment. It doesn't matter if I go on to do anything, fight at Las Vegas or whatever, which is dreams as well, but that, nothing can top it at 25, you know. I got kicked out of 3 schools, and I always remember just defying everyone, my mum and everyone, saying, listen, don't tell me what to do, I'm going to be a fighter and I'm going to be a top fighter. And now, 25, it's never been done and I'm doing it. I can't take it all in enough.
How are you going to hook up all your friends and family with tickets? Because they're going to be...
Before hasn't stopped me, honestly. As many tickets they give me, I'll buy them happily, or if I get them free, I just want to give them to the people who've been there from the start. You know, you go through life and you see the certain people who actually believe what you're saying, and you know the people who've been by your side. And tickets is going to be hard to get, mate. 60 seconds.